bonnets, skinny talk, thin eyebrows, and fascism all together makes sense. Why? So a lot of women's fashion right now is about going to a past period. Say these big old bonnets, which recall a gentler time in the world in the 1800s, where you as a woman could not own property unless you were widowed, and where you could own human beings, and where we believed in family values. By that we mean we valued women as people who reproduced families. And what does that have to do with skinny talk and very thin eyebrows? Well, very thin eyebrows are not natural. They take effort. It's a woman basically pushing her body in a certain way, just as skinny talk is. The 000s that these women were expected to have only happened by starving yourself. In other words, what we are seeing is a rise in cultures that are about controlling women and women policing other women's bodies. A rise in the expectation that you should work hard to look a certain way, and a rise in looks that basically pretend the past was actually better for everybody, instead of just good for the few women who had the money to not only own a few poke bonnets, but also a few human beings. And overall, it is great for a government that does not want people to have the ability to make change. To have women starving themselves so they can't think, uber focused on their looks instead of their mind, and ignoring that the past wasn't actually better.